How is everybody doing? My name is Brian Ince, and I'm your instructor for COM 111 Public Speaking. Hope you're doing well. Thought I'd send out a quick video because we got through the first week of school without seeing each other. And just want to say hello, give you a quick orientation of what's going on. That way, when we do meet on Monday, we well, at least know what I look like. How's that sound? So welcome to the course, Public Speaking. Again, my name is Brian Henson. This is the big goofy head of mine that you see here. Um, so what we are going to be doing over the next 15 weeks, we're going to be learning how to give speeches, okay? And it's the course that a lot of students have anxiety with. Some things I just want to point out right off the bat so we can kind of cut to and get right to working with next week's folder is my contact information. Anytime that you need to get a hold of me, best way to do that is to use the Canvas inbox over here. Drop me a line. Tell me what you've got going on, questions, concerns, issues, whatever. Put it in there. I also have my Delaware County email. You can do that too if you need to. Drop me a line. I do have my cell phone listed. You don't really need to call me. I'm not going to answer the phone. I don't answer phone numbers I don't recognize, as I'm sure you do. You can text me, but I never understand why students are going to do that. But go ahead. Otherwise, some other points of interest, the announcements. It's good to see that some of you received my announcement and you already started to get to work on some stuff that we have to do this week, and we'll take a look at that real quick. I don't send out a lot of announcements because we do meet face-to-face twice a week. I know it's a hybrid course, but we meet face-to-face twice a week. So we can usually talk things out so you know what you're doing, for the rest of the week. The modules area, this is where you're going to spend most of your time, okay? Couple things, points of interest here. Number one, the textbook. Textbook is free. You don't need to go out and purchase it. We're going to use a textbook called The Art of Public Speaking. Here is the PDF that you can click into, and it's the entire textbook, which is important because I do ask you to do homework assignments that come out of the textbook, the chapter review questions, Attendance. Attendance is a big part of this class. You need to come to class. You do get graded for attendance. That's the bad news. The good news is you're going to start off with 50 points in your attendance grade. I will reward that in the next few days. And I call it your attendance bank. So every time, you miss a class, I take points out of that bank. Okay. And folks, right off the bat, I want to let you know, you're adults. I'm an adult. You don't need to tell me why you're missing class. I don't want to know. Okay. That's your private information. Okay. So I don't take doctor's notes. If you have a vacation, just plan it, go on to it. You'll see in the folders and modules what we've got coming up. Okay. If you have a work obligation, go ahead and do that. You lose points. Now, can you get these points back? Absolutely. I do offer extra credit opportunities throughout the course, and those extra credit points get fed back into your attendance grade. So take a vacation, take the day off. Don't miss too many of these because it will affect your grade and how you are successful throughout the course. Okay. I can go into this a little bit more in depth when we meet on Monday, but I figure I'd just give you kind of the heads up on how things go. Now, I realize that bad things happen to good people. And if there is a case where, hey, you're going to miss a lot of class because you're sick, that you're going on a work meeting or a vacation, you're going to be out like 2 or 3 days or 2 or 3 classes. That's the time for you to talk to me so we can figure something out, make sure everything works for all parties. Okay. Just tell me what's going on. Give me the heads up. You'll know well ahead of time when speeches are coming. So if for whatever reason you feel like you're going to miss it or it's going to be a problem, let's do it early. Let's do it early and make a plan rather than asking for forgiveness later. Okay. So that's the attendance grade real quick in a quick nutshell. Courses, the course, how does it function? I'm going to build in weekly folders. I have the first 2 weeks up, and I will have a lot of more of those weeks coming pretty soon. By the end of, I'd say, week 2, you'll have at least half of our weeks up. So these weekly folders tell you what needs to be done. So task number 1, read through the course syllabus. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Your student introduction speech, which is your first speech for this class, is due on Wednesday. Okay. There's also a discussion board assignment where I've asked you a few questions. This is part of the asynchronous part of the course that that's what makes it hybrid. I usually put up a discussion board and I asked for you as a student to answer these 4 questions. Why are you taking the class? What do you think about public speaking? And I asked that you have something posted by today, which Jordan did it, Anya did it, super duper. Jackson's got it up there. Maybe a little bit more, looking for a little bit more formative feedback here, folks, but that's okay. We'll get to it. Make sure that you have your first post up today on Fridays. That's how discussion boards are going to work. Have your first post up by a Friday and have at least responses to 2 other students by Sunday. I do offer extra credit points for this particular discussion board. The more you respond, the more extra credit points you can get, up to 5 extra credit points. So each additional response over those 2 that I'm asking you to make, you can get 5, you can get a point for each one. So let's say you make 7 responses, you'll get 5 extra credit points on top of the points that are being asked for you to complete for this particular discussion board. Okay. All right, get those done. You'll get your full credit. You can get up to 10 points out of 5, which that sounds super duper. Okay. And we'll talk a little bit more in class about what we've got going on here. Okay. But that is, that's kind of the basic functionality of the weeks. Now, I did mention a speech. Okay. Your first speech is due on Wednesday, and everybody, hopefully, pretty sure everybody can get through the Wednesday speech. And it's what it is it's a show and tell speech. It's an icebreaker speech. The first day of class when we meet, I hate doing that. Everybody stand up and say, 6 things about themselves. Like, hi, I'm Brian. My major's this. I'm from here. I like blue. Nobody learns anything that way. Figure Monday, we marinate. Wednesday, we're ready to get to know who's sitting next to us. And that's where the student introduction presentation comes in. Everybody's going to take 1 to 2 minutes and they're going to present the class with 3 visual aids. Okay. And you can take it in a couple different directions. Direction number 1, if you need context and structure, you can pretend that you're auditioning for a reality TV show. Okay. And the 3 objects you brought or that you're talking about, tell the story of why you should be picked for the show. Or if you don't like that, you can turn it into a show and tell and bring in 3 items or talk about 3 visuals that relate to you. Okay. I'm sure you're familiar with show and tell. We used to do it in elementary school. Either way is fine, but you're going to talk for 1 to 2 minutes. You're going to present your 3 visual aids. They can be, actual physical objects. You can put together a PowerPoint. You can pull off electronic images from the internet, whatever you want to do. No videos. Don't put a video together and show us a video, but you can do all those things and, have some basic organization, a beginning, middle, and an end. And that's your speech. So the speech itself is worth 25 points. And I only give 2 grades. I give zeros and I give the full 25 points. How do you get a 0? What do you think? Don't give the speech. You're right. Don't give the speech or don't come to class that day and you lose 25 points. Come to class, give the worst dumpster fire of a speech, you still get full credit. Okay. Make sound come out of your face for 1 to 2 minutes and you're going to get full credit on your first speech. Okay, folks. And we will have, I think, 4 other speeches after this. Okay. You can take a look at it in the syllabus. I'm not going to look at the syllabus right now. You guys can do that, read through it. Let me know what questions or concerns that you might have. We'll talk more about the syllabus on Monday. Okay. But that's kind of what I want to prepare you for as we get together for our first class. Okay. We'll be meeting at 1 o'clock. Hopefully I'll be there on time. I am coming from another school. So traffic, regarding traffic, if it doesn't work out, I might be a little late. One thing I do want to jump back to, announcements. If for whatever reason I am running late, or if I'm canceling class and I didn't tell you, I will send out an announcement that says, hey, running 5 or 10 minutes late, or hey, class is canceled. I will do that as soon as I know that these things are happening. Okay. Being late, I see that as being my only obstacle at this point. But otherwise, we meet at 1 o'clock. I'm very excited to meet all of you. I hope you're excited to take the course. I know public speaking drums up a lot of anxiety in people, but I think you'll see once we go over the course, it won't be that bad. Otherwise, tell me what you got going on, and I will see you in a few days. Bye, everybody.